Hello my luxuries, Nono here. I'm back with another video, and yes, we're doing another nail art video. If you're new here, that means I basically start the video with my nails already attached and we go straight into the nail art. If you're wondering about today's tips, I'm wearing the boujee xcoat tips. I think these are called they are long nude nails. I'm not sure. I will link them in the description box. And I ran out of my usual size, so the ones I'm wearing today are slightly small. You'll see my natural nails slightly peeking on the sides, but they still look so good. I love the shape. I didn't have to worry about shaping them. I just attached them and they look so good, you guys. To attach them, I used the boujee gap-filled solid glue gel. This combo never disappoints. I'll leave the site linked in the description box, and you shop through my link, you get a 10% discount. But let's get into today's nail art. I took one look at this red gel polish and I knew exactly what nail art I want to do. By the way, this is the Day gel polish in the shade Bossy One. Day recently sent me a couple of their gels, and guys, they're so amazing. I'll do a separate video where I swatch them and I introduce you guys to the brand, but I just couldn't wait. Look at how stunning and vibrant this red is. They're a company based here in Cape Town, but they do ship internationally, and they were gracious enough to give us a discount code, which is Necta. So if you guys do check them out, don't forget to use my discount code. And the inspo for today's nail art is this red New York Yankees baseball cap. I just thought that the red shade of this gel polish reminded me of this cap, and I thought let's do a set centered around it. I think it'll be really, really cool. I'm going in with just one coat, by the way, for each nail. The gels are so pigmented, you guys, and they self-level so well. The brush itself makes it so easy to just really get up and close to the cuticle area, and I just enjoyed I thoroughly enjoyed the process of just like applying this gel polish. It was just such a breeze. I usually have to have a cleaner brush close by just in case I messed up. For some strange reason, I just enjoyed the entire process, like pushing the gel as close as I can to the cuticle and then dragging the product down and then watching it just self-levels so well. Once I was done with the application, of course, I went into the lamp and I made sure I gave the gel a full 60-second cure. I wanted to show you guys how smooth and shiny and streak-free the gel looks just before I cure it. I'm just amazed at the formula. And then off camera, I did go and apply a thin layer of matte top coat so we can start on the nail art. Now, I did take my time with this logo. I needed it to look as realistic as possible, because if one part of it was a little bit wonky, it would throw it completely off. So off camera, I did go and outline it a bit. It probably took me 30 minutes, I'm not even gonna lie, to get it to look exactly the way I think, you know, it looks it looks decent enough. And then now I'm just filling it in and making sure that everything is like correct. I'm obsessed with the New York Yankees cap. Have I ever watched baseball? No. Do I know anything about baseball? No. In South Africa, we're big on cricket, but I'm not a cricket watcher as well. But I just love the baseball cap. And I've promised myself I'm going to get myself one because I think it's just so cool. Now we're going in with the solid glue gel. I wanted the logo to kind of stick out of the nail like it does on the cap. So I'm going in with the white solid glue gel, and then I'm kind of just laying it directly on top of the outline I'd already done. And I'm also going in with my silicone tool, which helped a lot, you guys. I took too long doing this. It took me too long. If you've ever watched me on TikTok live, usually everyone always goes, not a cure, because like I just over fuss and I just want to make sure everything is fine, and I just end up like taking way longer than I should. But yeah, I cut out a lot of me just fluffing around. I eventually got it right. But the last step I did was just grab a brush with a little bit of alcohol to just smoothen the overall surface and make sure you can't see those little divots from the silicone tool. But overall, you guys, I was really happy with the final result. It looked exactly like it does on the cap. Well, not exactly, but you get it. You get what I'm trying to say. And I was so happy. It looked so stunning. Oh my goodness, I'm so obsessed. And you'll notice the nails are no longer matte because I just couldn't stand the matte. I just felt like I can't see the red. So I went into the second coat of the red gel polish. Again, I didn't need to, but I just wanted that red shininess to come back. And I'm just so obsessed with how they're looking. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I did contemplate leaving the rest of the nails just plain red and having that middle nail be the star of the show. But then again, I said, nah, it's too simple. So I decided to do kind of stitch effect smile line. I will say I mixed the, I don't know if you can see on my palette, the color that I'm using is pink because I felt like the white was just too white, and the pink shade was just the perfect like shade. It wasn't too bright, but you could still see it. I didn't want to take away from the middle nail. So I just went in with the first layer of tiny little dots along the smile line, cured them for 60 seconds, and then I went and I did a second layer so that it looks like a, you know, like the stitch that the cap usually has, but then it's smile line. I'm over explaining. You guys get it. So at this point, I was really happy with how the nails are looking. I could top coat and call it a day. But you guys know me, I kind of wanted to add something else. I didn't really know what I wanted to add. I thought of doing those tiny little holes that caps would have. I think it's for, you know, so that when your head gets like hot, some air can still go in. I don't know what those are called. So I thought of doing those, and then I was like, no, it's going to be too simple just to have like circles on the nail. It won't make sense. So I was like, let's kind of make them like a blobby circle mess, and then we add chrome on it. I don't know, honey. It made sense to me. I ended up loving how they're looking. So I did one on the pinky. I used my rhinestone glue gel. I mixed it in with some black gel polish just so that I get an intense look to my chrome. And after I did the pinky, I said, yes, this is what the nails needed. I don't care what you guys say. Whether you agree with me or not, I don't care. I just loved them. They were a little bit crazy and wonky, but I kind of felt I was in the mood for it. I did one on the pinky, the index finger, and then on the thumb, and I just felt like the set was complete after this. I did struggle a little bit with the chrome, especially getting it in the center. Yeah, it was a little bit challenging, but I managed to get it in there. And once I was done with the overall design, I always make sure to just dust off any excess chrome that might be lying on the nails. One of the most heartbreaking things that can happen to you is accidentally getting those tiny little glitters into your bottle of top coat. Trust me, it's heartbreaking. So I always take an extra step to make sure that I don't contaminate my top coat. But we are pretty much done with the set. I am taking my time and sealing in all the nails, especially around that middle nail. I took my time and just really make sure that I tuck the top coat in between the letters. That way they are nice and sealed. Because they're white, I didn't want them to get stained, and I made sure to cure in my lamp for 60 seconds. I finished off the set with a generous amount of cuticle oil and this is how the set turned out, you guys. I absolutely loved it. I feel like the star of the show is definitely the red gel polish. It is just so vibrant and so pretty, and I absolutely loved today's nail art video, and I'm just like, what? It's so cool. I'll have everything I used in today's video linked in the description box, so if you guys want to check out any of the products, they'll be there. I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe and all that good stuff. I've got 2 more nail art videos coming, so please be on the lookout for that. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day wherever you are. Love you. Bye.